Greetings, greetings.
Winter's coming. Winter's coming. Winter's coming. Winter's here. Winter's coming.
Yeah.
Winter's coming. Winter's coming. Winter's here. I can't change what I am. I'ma be what I wanna be. I'ma keep a sack on me. I'ma keep a sack on me.
Winter is coming. Snuggle. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Where's Snuggle?
Money all the way to the top, and mama picking and choosing. See me focusing on improvement. You don't like what I am, but you like what I do. See me counting up all these.
Greetings, Tim. Nice to see you.
Is coming. Running through the hood and middle of the summer. Playing with the rocks up just to get it. My young man with my
Where's Snuggle?
What I'm reaching. I've been working on the weekends. I can't talk to
Daily
you no
dose?
more.
Yeah.
Focused in my zone. I'm just trying to.
Winter's coming, Snuggles. Good morning, kid. Or good evening, kid.
I'ma keep a sack on me. I'ma keep a sack on me.
Winter is coming.
With the money and the drugs. I got certain cards and visas. See me stacking up playing defense. I got options, give me a reason. Why you selling just like a heathen? I ain't going to no more seasons. Why you checking up on the weekend?
All right.
Order.
I'm your favorite. Well,
I'm not into back and forth. I don't want your
tell him,
credit.
Jim.
You can keep your money, cause I got my own and I got more. I don't want to be your friend. Keep me out that silly zone. I don't know what they
I love you
but
too.
I know they told you I'm just working on all my issues. I'm just
Handing out all my tissues, right?
I can't focus on you now.
Good morning, or good evening, nice lady.
I can't change what I am. I'ma be what I wanna be. I'ma keep a sack on me. I'ma keep a sack on me.
Winter's coming. Winter is here. Winter. It's winter. I say what you want to say, so thank you. Listen, it took a long time to get here, but we're here. So you know what I'm doing today? I'm back in the closet of truth. All right. By the way, let's give President Biden a round of applause. Yeah. The reason I'm in the closet of truth, Biden's not a racist, cut it out. The reason I'm in the closet of truth is because Trump supporters are losing their religion, right? You go into these lives and these Trump supporters, they have nothing good to say about President Biden or the Democrats, right? They keep saying the Democrats are ruining our country as if they forgot about what they did to our country on January 6th. Trump gets to turn his behind in on Friday the 25th at high noon. And he better do it or he will find himself arrested on sight. If I were Donald Trump, I'd be making arrangements right now. I'd put all the money in Melania's name, all right, because you don't know what's going to happen when they detain him. If I were Trump, I'd be, here Melania, here Don Jr., here's all the assets, take them out of my name, because between Fonnie Willis, Alvin Bragg, or Jack Smith, I'm not going to have much left, right? he better act like he knows what time it is. All right, at least he got a heads up that he's got to go to jail. A lot of people don't get a heads up when they got to go turn it in. They just wake up one day in handcuffs and they go, I got a job to go to. And they're going to go, I don't care about your job. You're in jail. That's how that works. Can I kiss my wife? No, you're in handcuffs. It's over. They gotta come visit you when we say it's okay, all right? And that's how this is gonna work out. And by the way, this is right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we call someone who is innocent of all crimes, right? Biden is innocent of all crimes regardless of what MAGA says. And I realize And I realize the Trump supporters, through all of this Donald Trump stuff that's been going on, right? There's a lot of Donald Trump stuff going on, and we've lost our focus a bit on some of President Biden's accomplishments. And I haven't done it at all this week, and I apologize to all of you that I haven't read Biden's accomplishments this week, right? I try to read it at least once a week. And so if you could bear with me for a second, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to read off some of Biden's accomplishments that he's gotten done in his first term. And my goal is to increase everyone's awareness about what Biden has done so that hopefully you go out and you vote for him again in 2024. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. All right, there we go. All right, I'm back. All right, I just had to make sure, the air conditioner is on, because when I read Biden's accomplishment, it gets real hot in here, all right? So let me start you all off with some of the Biden accomplishments that I find to be very important. And shout out to President Biden, who will be heading to Hawaii on what day? August 21st? Let's give him a shout out for heading to Hawaii. Historic confirmation of Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson, the first black woman of a diverse background on the Supreme Court. Appointed the first black woman vice president in U.S. history, Kamala Harris. You know when Biden said, what did he say? If you don't vote for me, you're not black. I agree with him. If you don't vote for Biden, you're not black. You're a traitor, seditionist, conspiracy theorist, right? Right? If you don't vote for Biden, you really aren't black. I agree with him. I'm starting to understand what he meant. Okay, and don't say you're offended or triggered by that, Trump supporters. Cut it out. You can't be more offended than we are about what you did in terms of attacking our Capitol on January 6th when you were trying to hang Mike Pence, right? Weren't you trying to hang Mike Pence? You know what's so funny? We got Trump supporters on TikTok right now acting like they are victims. Trump supporters, you're not victims, you're the abuser. Right? You're an abuser. You got these fake TikTok hosts out here lying on Ruby Freeman and her daughter, talking about votes being stolen. And then these same women that they lied on are being attacked and harassed by Trump supporters. No, Trump supporters, you're not the victim of Biden's DOJ. You're not the victim. You're what they say you are. Criminals. You're criminals, right? Let's get back to some of Biden's accomplishments. Over 16 million households receiving lower cost, free, high-speed internet through Affordable Connectivity Program. Wow, connecting millions and millions of people all over the world to the internet. Amazing. Protected LGBTQI plus rights along with interracial couples through the Respect for Marriage Act. Can you say Respect for Marriage Act, right? Let's get executive orders protecting reproductive rights. Wow. $1.2 trillion bipartisan infrastructure package that increased investments in the national network of bridges and roads, airports, public transportation, and national broadband internet, as well as waterways and energy systems. I love it. $369 billion investment in climate change, the largest in American history through the Inflation Reduction Act. Ended the longest war in American history by pulling our troops out of Afghanistan. Troops out of Afghanistan. And you know what? I'm going to have to take a step. I'm going to pause it right there on the Afghanistan situation to address one of the biggest, silliest things that I've been hearing these Trump supporters say. You ever hear these Trump supporters say something like, We didn't have any wars when Trump was in office. How many of you have heard Trump supporters try to use that argument? There were no wars when Trump was in office, right? You remember when they say that? When they say that, you know what you should do? Go like this. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to make sure I tell this story, and I want to make sure I get this story correct. So when the Trump supporter comes into your live and they bring this up, there were no wars. I want you all to remind these fake TikTok hosts of this story. This story, by far, should have gotten Donald Trump impeached. This should have gotten him impeached. All right. And I'm going to read this, and I got to be respectful while I read it. Look at what he did to one of our brave Navy soldiers. Look at what Donald Trump did. All right. All right. So many of you need to know this story about why Donald Trump stopped going to Dover Air Force Base. All right. This is a story about why Donald John Trump, the traitor, seditionist criminal, stopped going to Dover Air Force Base. In the world of President Donald Trump, he has paid respects to many, many returning soldiers who lost their lives in the line of duty with his daughter and top presidential aide, Ivanka Trump, adding that each time he has stood side by side at one of these ceremonies, it has, quote, hardened his resolve to bring the troops home. This is why Donald Trump doesn't go to Dover Air Force Base. In the real world, Trump has traveled to Dover Air Force Base in Delaware exactly 4 times, fewer than half as many times as his former Vice President Mike Pence, and avoided going at all for nearly 2 years after getting berated for his incompetence by the father of a slain Navy SEAL. This is what happened, and this is a real story. And I want you Trump supporters to understand why Donald Trump should never, ever be in the White House again. And don't you ever say anything about Biden supposedly getting troops harmed in Afghanistan. It wasn't Biden who attacked those troops. It was a terrorist. All right? So stop being hypocrites and listen to this story. Bill Owens, the father of William Ryan Owens, refused to shake Donald Trump's hand at this February 1st, 2017 encounter. The aide said, and then told Trump that Donald Trump himself was responsible for the death for approving a disastrous raid in Yemen without bothering to understand the risk. Now, Snuggles, why don't you ever talk about this raid that Donald Trump is responsible for that cost a Navy soldier their life, Snuggles? You want to talk about Biden and Afghanistan? No. You talk about this. This is directly because of Donald Trump's recklessness. Okay? He didn't understand the risk. Quote, he refused to go back for 2 years. He was so rattled. The aide said, second. Hold on. Listen. This story got to get out because I got to carry this story for those brave men and women and their mother and father, so that they know that this story will not go untold in this kingdom. Trump refused to go back for 2 years because he was so rattled, the aide said, adding, the main reason that Trump approved the raid just 5 days after taking office was because Barack Obama refused to do it. He cost a U.S. Navy soldier's their life, caused irreversible harm to their family because he was so, I don't even want to use the word racist, but it looks racist. He just wanted to do something that Obama didn't do. And he wanted to get even with Obama, and he cost a U.S. Navy soldier their life. What a shame. What a shame. And it gets worse. It gets worse. Go look it up. Go look up why Donald Trump won't go to Dover Air Force Base. You think I'm lying? You think I'm lying? Go look this stuff up. And it gets worse, ladies and gentlemen. What's more, Trump made the decision at a social dinner that included his son-in-law and top advisor, Jared Kushner, and then chief strategist Steve Bannon, rather than his National Security Council staff. I don't want to hear another Trump supporter talking about Joe Biden getting our troops out of Afghanistan ever again. I really don't. What this shows is the carelessness, the blatant disregard Donald Trump had for that White House Oval Office. He was more concerned at proving Barack Obama was an idiot, which he clearly got wrong. He was more concerned about being petty than he was concerned about protecting our troops, right? And this is the guy you say you want to have in the White House again? Absolutely not. Right. He does love the dumb and uneducated, right? This is why I say, you Trump supporters, y'all got a nasty MAGA-possessed demon, and I am going to make sure, as long as I'm on this app, that we call it like it is. You're liars, you're hypocrites, you're seditionists, traitorous, treasonous criminals. MAGA stands for criminals, if you ask me. Dereliction of duty at the highest level. Why would you do such a thing? And you knew this is true. The soldiers' parents refused to shake Donald Trump's hand. They said, I cannot respect, even though he was president, I cannot respect you because your carelessness cost our son his life. He didn't have to lose his life. All you had to do was listen to Barack Obama telling you it was a risky thing to do and not do it. But you want to be the smartest of the two. You want to be smarter than Obama so bad that you are willing to throw my son's life away for your little petty insecurities. What a shame. And it gets worse. You can count on one hand the number of times that Donald Trump has been to Dover Air Force Base, all right? There is simply no bottom when it comes to what Donald Trump will lie about. And I wish there was more outrage about Trump lying about the dignified transfer of the fallen for political reasons, because as a veteran, it really disgusts me. So they get on TikTok and they talk about Biden pulling the troops out of Afghanistan, but they conveniently leave out this story that Trump did on his first 5 days in office, getting a U.S. Navy soldier killed. All right, and I'm going to repeat what this soldier's name was. William Ryan Owens. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, William Ryan Owens lost his life because Donald Trump didn't want to listen to Barack Obama. And this is the one they say they want to have in the White House. I think not. Donald Trump doesn't belong in the White House ever again. He doesn't. He's a terrible leader. He doesn't deserve to have the title of Commander-in-Chief ever again. Because look at what he does to our U.S. soldiers. because he's so petty. Imagine what he's going to do when he gets in the White House the first 5 days. Look at, if this is what he did his first time around, you know it's going to be worse the next time. He's not going to get in the White House and act like he has any regards to our U.S. soldiers. He's going to get in there and exact revenge. He's already calling it the revenge tour, right? He's going to bring Jared Kushner back. These same tired criminals. He's going to bring Rudy Giuliani back. Yeah, these same tired, corrupt politicians, criminals. Look at Rudy Giuliani. He used to have a good name. Now his name is in the toilet. His name is now in the toilet because of Donald Trump. Yeah. So, I'm going to open up my box. I got to talk to people out there because this story gets me very upset. I mean, I simply came online to read all of President Biden's accomplishments, right? Achieved historically low unemployment rate. These are things a real president does. What I'm reading right now, ladies and gentlemen, is real things a real president of the United States does. Achieved historically low unemployment rates. All right? After the pandemic that Trump caused them to skyrocket, right? And that includes low unemployment rate for Hispanics, African Americans, and people with disabilities. All right? That's what a real leader does. A real leader goes to Hawaii because there are wildfires. Biden is going there with his wife. All right? You'll never hear a story about President Biden costing a U.S. Navy soldier their life because he wanted to do something as petty as to prove Donald Trump was an idiot, right? You Trump supporters, y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself, right? Latinos for Biden, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's open up the box. It's time to go into the closet of truth. All right? Greetings, Z-Pack. How are you doing?
Oh, we're living our dream. We're living life. I had a dream last night that Nutty Professor gave me a lion, and it was crazy. And I'm wondering if it was real and it was a premonition of some sort. But yeah,
Is Nutty Professor here? Is he here?
I don't know, but he was there earlier, and I didn't get a chance to come up earlier in the bunker. So
okay.
But
Nutty, go ahead and send Z-Pack a lion.
So yeah, I mean, look, we are on the very prefaces. I had a person mention me in a video yesterday saying that all the charges were dropped, and I said, "Where did you get this information from? Where did you get this?" Because like I couldn't find it anywhere. I went to seek it out. I went to find out if maybe it was available somewhere. Nope. There was literally nothing about it. And Alvin Bragg, there was nothing there. So I made sure to comment on it and say, please let me know if you got this from the Kraken or if this was like, where'd you get this from? I mean, this information.
You know what we say over here? Every MAGA accusation is a MAGA confession, right?
Well, that's the dang truth, right? I mean, you already know that's the truth. You already know that's what's happening here. And unfortunately, for some of these folks, I think it's going to be very hard for them to accept the reality that Donald Trump is not going to be president, and he's certainly not going to be running from the White House.
Nope.
When this is over.
Nope, not at all.
This is like a serious situation.
Yeah.
And I just don't think they understand how serious it is yet. I think they will, maybe. I mean, I saw a Fox News poll. 17% believe that these were serious crimes.
Yeah.
51% or something like that says no. And then my favorite.
How many of you out there in the comment section think these are real crimes and this is a serious thing that Donald Trump's dealing with? By a show of hands, how many of you think this is serious?
And so I just found that very interesting that like that poll was conducted and it shows you where the
Oh, look at all these liars in here.
look at these liars. Yeah, lots of
Now,
liars.
look at all these. You know, everybody that put no down. You know what's going on in their heads.
He's
They're
deranged.
deranged. They're deranged.
Yeah, I mean they're having a hard time. Zeus. They're struggling. They
Fuzzy.
they need their their whatever you want to call it. I don't even know, but
Yeah, they lost their
they're off their
mind.
rocker.
They've lost their minds, and they're afraid to get out here on TikTok and tell the truth because they know what Donald Trump will do to them if they tell
They
the truth.
simply cannot. They simply are incapable.
Mhm.
I've seen so much information from people that support him saying, "Do you honestly think that everybody is against him, or do you think that people are against him for a reason because maybe he is above and holier thou?" It's like, dude, no. It's because he's a criminal, bruh.
Yeah,
Pretty
bruh.
simple.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's ridiculous.
You
I
know,
just don't get it.
you know.
I thought that he would disappear after he lost to Joe Biden. He said he was going to disappear. He said, "You'll never see me again."
Mm, well, you know that was a lie, right? When's the last time Trump told the truth? When's the last
Well,
time
right,
Trump
yeah,
told the truth, right?
right. I mean, you could just add that to the list of like 30,000, lies and disinformation that he's
Right,
told.
right.
And yeah, I don't really have anything else to say other than Nutty Professor, you owe me a lion. That was a dream that I had. So,
Nutty, please get Z-Pack his lion, all right? Because that's definitely necessary. I would love to see it, all right?
all right.
All right. Well,
See
listen,
ya.
Z-Pack, thank you, my brother. All right. I'm going to go
Yep.
on to our next guest. Fair enough?
Yes, sir.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give Z-Pack a round of applause. No lies detected. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know why we call Donald Trump a criminal, let me remind you of something that came out of Fani Willis's indictment. This right here, when I read this now, I've already gave you the information about how Trump on his 5th day in the White House cost Ryan Owens his life because he didn't want to listen to Obama. He did the Yemen raid. So listen, if you go into these conservative lives, ask those fake TikTok hosts to explain to you about the Yemen raid, all right? That's where Trump recklessly allowed a U.S. Navy soldier to lose their life because he didn't take on consideration of the risk it took to do this raid. He didn't get any counsel from his National Security Council. Instead, he got counsel from Jared Kushner and Steve Bannon, like a true traitor. Now, in the indictment, Act 70, this is where a crime was committed. On or about the 13th day of December 20, Kenneth John Chesebro sent an email to Rudy Giuliani with the subject titled Privileged and Confidential. Brief notes on President of the Senate strategy, or as Jack Smith said, it was called Operation Pence Card, right? Operation Pence Card. In the email, Kenneth John Chesebro, however you say his name, outlined multiple strategies for disrupting and delaying the joint session of Congress on January 6th, the day prescribed by law for counting votes cast by the duly elected and qualified presidential electors from Georgia and other states. In this email, Kenneth Chesebro stated that the strategies outlined by him were preferable to allowing the Electoral Count Act to operate by its terms. This was an overt act in the furtherance of a conspiracy. He said what he was saying was more preferred than what the law said. You see what these folks do? They think they are the law. When I heard Mike Pence say Donald Trump wanted him to take an oath to him or above the Constitution, and Mike Pence says he chose the Constitution, When that exchange took place, I said, wow, look at this. Donald Trump thinks he's the Constitution. Donald Trump thinks he's the United States. And that's his problem. And we got the evidence right here. You know what, Trump supporters? You know what? I got to say this. I haven't said this already, but listen, if you're in this live and you're upset with this level of truth, you can leave.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country,
We know you do.
if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
You hear that, MAGA? You can leave. I wouldn't miss you if you left this country. Let me ask you, is anybody in the comment section, are any of you holding Trump supporters hostage and making them stay here? Are any of you forcing the Trump supporters to stay in this country? By a show of hands, how many of you are forcing Trump supporters to stay in this country? I ain't. I'm not sure. No. Nope. Look at all these no's. Yeah, you're free to leave. If you want to sit at home and cry about Biden all day, leave. If you want to sit here and cry about the prices of eggs, leave. Right? You want to complain about the DOJ and it's corrupt? Leave. Please. Go to Russia. All right, I hear Vladimir Putin needs more troops. Leave. Go to China with President Xi. I heard from Trump. Trump says Xi likes chocolate cake as he gave away our national secrets to him. Go to North Korea with Kim Jong-un, right? That's Trump's lover. Go on over to North Korea. All right? But you don't have to sit here in the United States any longer. We don't care. I get it. You don't like it. Go. And I'll tell you where else you can go. You can take your behind to jail with Donald Trump because come the 25th, he's going to go to jail and turn it in, right? You don't got to take my word for it.
I am giving the defendants the opportunity to voluntarily surrender no later than noon on Friday, the 25th day of August, 2023.
So in other words, Trump supporters, you can go to jail with him on August 25th, Friday at noon. Go out there to Rice County Jail, all right, in Fulton County. Please go. Trump needs you. He needs all of you, all ounces of flesh you have to offer. All right. All right. Let's get to somebody else in the box, ladies and gentlemen, because listen, playtime's over. Playtime's over. Good evening, Miss Boss Diva. How are you?
Hi there, Zeus. I see you're visibly upset, and you know that's very different because I was going to actually give you a compliment on how you were handling those MAGA demons last night. You know, I kind of peeked in the room you was in, and
You got a lot of feedback from me, Paul. Is everything okay?
yeah, I'm actually driving. Wait a minute, hold on. Oh man, let me see.
A lot of static. There's a lot of static. You might have to drop and come back, all right?
Okay, let me drop and come back.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Boss Diva. You look visibly upset, Zeus. You know, it's just I'm dealing with the MAGA possessed demon. I'm not upset. I'm actually quite happy, though, to be quite honest. I'm very happy. That's why I got President Biden. He's giving me strength. He's giving me courage to tell the truth, right? Matthew, I don't hate America. You do. You know the rule, Matthew, right? Every MAGA accusation is a MAGA confession. It's you who hates America because I saw what you did on January 6th, and it was disgusting. It really was. All right. Let's bring up Miss Boss Diva, all right? I knew she was going to come back, but, we were getting somewhere. So,
Hopefully this is better. Damn it! Oh, I'm sorry, start. I'm driving. I'll be back.
All right. Miss Boss Diva. I can hear you, but I know when you're on the phone and you're not in the box, it sounds different. That's why I'm pretty sure it's not really clear on a lot of people's devices. All right, all right. Okay, my good friend Snuggles, welcome back. You want more, huh?
Mr.
You want
Crossings,
more?
you seem a little upset. I feel bad. You seem upset. You're a little
Oh, I'm not
angry.
upset.
I know you're losing your stakes. You want me to take a stake off the bet?
No,
So you
I
have to spend
want
so
you
much money?
I want you to explain why Trump did what he did to these U.S. Navy soldiers.
I got to read the story. Make sure.
Where are you at? Are you at a
I,
restaurant?
oh no, I got to read the story about what, because I don't know if your story is true. But you can come to my live. I'll straighten that out, and then I'll talk about Afghanistan.
Oh, okay.
That's my thunder. That's my thunder. Hey, Mr. Crossings. Mr. Crossings, is that Biden behind you saying goodbye after he's being impeached? Is that the picture you got up there of his
Why would
future
Biden be
impeachment?
impeached? Snuggles, Biden won't be impeached.
Just letting you know. Just letting you know. It's coming.
You see that comment right there? Listen, someone wrote 13 soldiers passed on Biden's watch. Well, where are you at when Trump caused this U.S. Navy soldier to lose his life? For those of you who keep putting that in the comment section. Yeah.
Homer's coming.
I just read William Owens, a U.S. Navy soldier that President Biden caused to lose his life because he didn't listen to Obama about the
Right.
raid.
I was wondering, did Donald Trump look at his watch at a funeral, or oh wait, that was Biden. Never mind.
Snuggles, what brings you into this live of truth?
I didn't see much truth, but what I'm going to tell you guys, ladies and gentlemen, I just got to let you know, we're winning here.
You're not winning.
Zero
Snuggles.
convictions. I am. You guys, you're just like, he's a criminal. He's indicted. He's guilty. He's not guilty. He's not guilty at all.
So Snuggles, let me ask you. Thank you for the gift, by the way. Let me ask you a question, Snuggles.
Right.
How many indictments does President Biden have? And be honest. And if you lie about it, I'm going to have to drop you from the box. And
how many indictments does Biden have? Zero.
How many indictments does President Biden have? We've gone through
Zero.
this exercise.
Zero.
Okay.
Zero. Zero indictments, zero convictions.
How many
indictments
does Trump have?
How many indictments? I think 91, right? 91.
No, other charges.
Well, then 4 indictments, right? 91.
Okay, 4 indictments.
Something like that. Okay, yeah. But 0 convictions. I'm not having you guys are having like he's guilty party. So I'm going to start a not guilty party because no court has been going on. So I'm going to start my lives doing not guilty parties because.
Let me ask you a question.
That's what you think.
Can I ask you a question? And I'm being serious. Why do you live why stay in the United States? Remember, because every live I play this.
If you're not happy here,
right,
then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country,
and
right,
if you're not happy here, you can leave.
Right.
If you're
Mr. Crossings, I'm staying here.
Complaining all the time.
This guy right here.
Very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now.
Yeah, but actually, Mr. Crossings, I'm staying.
Don't come back. It's okay too.
All right, I got that.
Happy, you can leave.
Mr. Crossings, I got that. Now, Mr. Crossings, I'm staying here, Mr. Crossings, because I love you, bro. I want to be here. I want to talk to you. Mr. Crossings, you're my friend. And I got to tell you, Mr. Crossings, I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you. I love you, bro. So that's all that matters. You know it. I know it. I got to stay here and I got to lead the group and let them know Trump's coming.
No.
Trump's coming.
You hear this?
Absolutely, man.
I asked him why he will not leave it. He says, I love you, Zeus. That's why
I do. I love you, brother. And that's all that matters. So, Mr. Crossings, really, seriously.
Listen, you love Donald Trump.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Crossings.
Okay, so let's not play any games. Would you like to be the first Trump supporter to leave this country? Would you be interested? Which country do you like?
Actually, Mr. Crossings, Trump's coming back next winter. Winter is coming. When he comes in winter, I'm going to play. Do you mind if I can play your song when that winter comes in November?
Snuggles, there's people out here in the audience that are serious. They want to know
They're serious.
why do you stay in the United States if you hate it so much? You hate
I,
Biden.
did,
You
are
hate
you
the way
putting
Biden
words
is
in my?
running. You hate the
Are
way
you putting
Biden is
words in my
running this
mouth?
country, right?
I love this country. I
No,
am
no,
an
no, no,
American.
no, no. Look at this. Look at this,
Absolutely.
ladies and gentlemen. I don't believe Snuggles. You don't
What?
love this country.
I absolutely love this country.
What do you love about this country? I'm
'Cause
all ears. I would love to know
I,
what you love about this
I
country.
love this country because Donald Trump's still beating you when you're down.
What
He's
else?
still beating you.
Okay, that's the MAGA demon. What else?
Absolutely.
From you, what do you love about this country? What's keeping you here?
Well, I do have a girlfriend, and she is wonderful. I mean, she's keeping me here, but that's a different. That's when you go
Take
back
her
to your.
with you. Take her with
I
you.
know after Trump's in office, you're going to go back to your relationship lives. I'm so excited for that. We miss that. Is
How
there a
many
day when you
people?
can?
Somebody said poor girl. I agree, right? Poor girl, right?
No, she's Republican. She's Republican.
That
She knows
was
what's
kind of
right.
funny. Snuggles, let me ask you a question.
She knows what's
If
right.
we could somehow get you the money that you needed to get to North Korea or China or perhaps
Yeah,
Russia,
yeah.
would you go?
I don't want to go to all the Biden's places, because that's where they did all their criminal activities. But you'll find out about that.
This wasn't
James
Biden.
Comer is coming.
This wasn't Biden. I'm asking
Oh
seriously.
yeah, all those checks that came through, those bank accounts and stuff like that from China and Russian oligarchs and all that stuff. That's Biden. Maybe you're a little confused because
No.
once Trump gets found not guilty for all of you guys are accusing him of.
Once in
You'll find it.
your world, Trump's not going to get found guilty. I totally get that.
Absolutely.
But I completely disagree.
Proof is coming. Don't worry. I know you guys are saying prove it.
So I want to make sure I
it's
answer
coming.
this question, Snuggles.
Yes.
I really do.
Yes.
If I can somehow get you some money to get to Russia, would you go?
Mr. Crossings, I think you should go to Russia. You'll be much better, much safer. You could do your shows from there. I could picture that.
No, that was a yes or no question, Snuggles, really. Because every time I've checked in with you, you've been complaining. You've complained about the eggs, right? You complained about gas prices. You complained about your 401k, right? All of that.
Yeah. All that this president is doing.
and
I mean, you're starting to pick up on it.
It's better in Russia. I hear your 401ks turned into 802ks over there. Would you be interested?
Mr. Crossings, I am terribly happy here. I got to let you know.
So you're happy. So you're happy with Biden as president?
No. I'm miserable with Biden as president.
Why?
But
why?
Because have you checked your pocketbooks?
Yeah, I got some cash in there. I got my cards in there. I got.
Right. You would have had more cash in there. You would have had more cards in there. But of course you can't. You're limited because of his economy.
Oh, okay. Is that your only reason?
I mean, that's why you got that kind of background because you haven't painted your wall in about a year. Your walls hasn't been painted. Now, if you had Trump, you can get 2 cans of paint probably for $15. Now they're like $60 for 2 cans of paint.
Okay.
Seriously.
Okay,
Mr. Crossings.
Well, Snuggles, here's the deal. I see that you're still full of that MAGA possession.
Right.
And so along those lines, Snuggles,
yes.
I'm going to have to bid you farewell. All right. And,
will you come to my live? I have a great live Afghanistan live. All right. Well, most of your fans are coming to watch me now.
Snuggles, listen, I'm trying to get you a first-class trip to Russia.
Right.
All right, everyone, please follow Snuggles. All you Trump supporters, follow Snuggles.
Democrats, get those knee pads ready.
I gotta do it, right? I gotta do it. You know what it's like talking to a Trump supporter, right? It's a bunch of yelling. The conversation's not going anywhere. You know what? It reminds me of, you never had one of those cars, right? And you turn on the car and you can immediately detect once the car comes on, this is a nasty car and we aren't going anywhere, right? It sounds a little something like this. Don't you think another thought, all right? Don't you do another thing. That car right there, that sounds like your mind. Your mind needs the hand of God's placed on it, all right? No, I don't want to go anywhere you're going in that thing. Anytime a Trump supporter starts thinking, that's the first thought that pops into my head. I go, listen to that car. It got all kinds of problems. What is that? The distributor caps, the rotor? What is the fuel injectors messed up? What's going on, right? Why? I asked him why is he suffering, and he told me the price of paint. The price of paint has Snuggles suffering in America, right? And you see, I tried to help him. I said, would you be interested? And if we could get you a first-class trip to Russia, would you be interested? Oh, no, Zeus. Oh, no. I'm fine right here with President Biden. Right? You see how you know these folks is out here just playing? They don't want to really be about that life. Like, they don't really want to go hang out with Russia. They talk that talk, but no, they don't want to be there, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the box and see what else, see who else is out here in the kingdom, all right? You know, I'm not mad. Actually, the only thing, okay, I'll be honest, all right? I got to be fully transparent. And actually I still get a little passionate and upset about this story where Donald Trump on his 5th day in office cost William Ryan Owens to lose his life, all right? This is a U.S. Navy soldier because of this ridiculous Yemen raid that he authorized while eating lunch with Jared Kushner and Steve Bannon instead of his Security Council, all right? He did it because he hated Barack Obama. That's it. No thought into it. That's why I was upset, all right? And I will always be upset about that because, you know, when they get on TikTok and they start talking about President Biden and those troops that he got out of Afghanistan, God bless their souls who lost their lives at the hands of a terrorist. Leave it to a Trump supporter to get on TikTok and spread lies and say that Biden himself was the reason that they lost their life. What a shame. Where's my hammer? They continue to be disgusting vassals of transgression, all right? Their work is of iniquity. They work for the devil himself, I swear. Greetings, Miss Stevens, you're back.
Hey there, Zeus.
Hello.
I think I should have some kind of. Can you hear me?
Good. You're clear.
Okay, good. All right, awesome. So yeah, that shit was. I mean, I'm sorry. Oops. I do apologize, but I was kind of upset too when you were reading the information. And I didn't know anything about that. So I got even more enraged at the fact that nobody in the media even covered it. And if they did, it was probably a blink moment and then you wouldn't, know what was happening. I mean, I don't like stuff like that. Not at all. I have a lot of people that has served this country in the military, all types of branches, whether it was the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, and the Marines. So, for me, that enraged me. And then to see you visibly shaking, which, I don't really see you like that. I never see you like that. So, that made me feel like, wow, Yeah. I mean, the Trump supporters don't care about stuff like that.
They don't.
Like, they don't care about nothing at all. I mean, you guys don't have a filter whatsoever.
Nope.
Like, nothing. There's no boundaries.
None.
That you won't cross. There's no boundaries that you even going to set. And it's a shame.
It is.
It's horrible. And
personality.
Yeah, it's amazing how there's millions of you. That is astounding, just in and of itself.
MAGA, yep.
So, I mean, I never heard that story. And that's what made me really care. I was driving, I had to pull over for this one because I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Are you serious? 5 days and he eat lunch like it nothing happening. Nobody said anything about nothing. Did he even get a flag? Did anything happen? Like nothing. No recognition.
They had a ceremony for him, and when Trump went to the ceremony, this soldier's father and mother refused to shake Trump's hand, right? Looked him in his eyes and said, "It's because of you my son lost his life." And ever since then, Trump was spooked to go back to Dover Air Force Base, right? And so and this is why I had to, really get into this story and help make sure people understood. When they talk about President Biden getting our troops out of Afghanistan, that's nothing. I mean, that was big, but Biden himself was not directly responsible for those troops losing their life. That was a terrorist attack. This
Yeah.
this situation where he put a U.S. Navy soldier's life at risk because he simply did something that Obama wouldn't do. Oh, Obama wouldn't do it. Well, Obama wouldn't do it. I'm going to do it. And it cost the U.S. soldier their life. Oh, yeah. That's unforgivable.
So is there any video on that, like of the declining and shaking Trump's hand and all of that, like, or is that just written story?
This is
Print.
written. This is written. All right.
Okay,
But you can
I
go
would like to
fact
see
check
that. The visuals are even better for me, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, there
But
probably
oh
is a
man,
video, if you comb through YouTube. The reason I actually came across this story, there's a book Bob Woodward has called Fear, right? And
yeah.
I'm reading this book, and I'm like, the level of incompetence and recklessness and carelessness that Trump brought to the White House, it's unforgivable. And it never got better. All the way through the end of his administration with COVID. He always had this careless approach. Only thing he cared about was himself and what the news media was saying, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, he was even saying he knew that COVID you can catch it by in the air or whatever. He knew that you could not catch COVID by touching, stuff like that. He knew it was airborne. He knew it. And he did not want to disclose that to the American people, trying to shield, quote unquote, shield us from that. But what he did was kill us,
Yeah.
And like I said, I've mentioned this before. I have had people that I love and are dear to me die from COVID. Unnecessarily. Now, I know people that was very healthy. But
Right.
if your immune system gets compromised, then, it can change the whole trajectory of your body. I don't care if you've been to the gym all your life and every day. I mean, I know people who do all of that and still die from stuff like this. So that being said, I don't, that's why I just really despise Trump. He has done so much destruction on so many different levels. It's mind blowing. You're going to need 3 brains to even try to fathom what it is that, you know what I mean? It's just crazy.
Right.
It's just absolutely crazy what he's doing. And that's why I am so for it, waiting for him to go to jail.
Right.
Fannie Willis is not playing. She is getting the job done. She's getting the optics and everything in order because that is what we need. And it's going to be televised.
Amen.
Oh, I am so
Amen. Don't
hyped.
we all want to see Trump being convicted, televised? Don't we all want to see it?
Absolutely, we do. I wish we can get the Fed, trials done too. I mean, unprecedented January 6th one, in particular, not necessarily the documents or whatever, but the Jan 6. Then that would be hot,
Yeah.
but I don't think that they're going to do that. But I will settle for the Fonnie Willis one for sure because Rico.
Listen, Miss Baldiva, nothing's going to make my career like watching Fonnie Willis, a sister, administer justice surgically against Donald Trump, a former United States president. That's gonna make me smile the rest of my life. It really
You
is.
and me both, Zeus.
Right?
You and me both. That's a beautiful black queen putting it down and basically setting precedents at the same time, making so much history, and basically it's going to show you how it's done. Okay. And that's just the way it's going to be. So buckle up, MAGA, because you're going to be in for a roller coaster ride that you have never been on in your life. And when it's all over, believe me, you will be crying in the corner with your thumb stuck in your face and, wondering why. And you're going to be yeah, Black Queen. Whoever was laughing when I said Black Queen, you know what I mean? I'm going to find you in these comments. Definitely we going to have a conversation. But anyway, I was just saying that, yeah, Fonnie Willis is definitely going to get the job done along with Jack Smith, but she is more significant, and I'm just here for it. I love it. I really do love this for her.
He can't believe that a black woman, because you know what he did to those black women that he accused of stealing votes, right? He terrorized them. Right?
That's all he does. That's all he does. He just shows how much of a horrible person he is. He's horrible everything. Horrible person, horrible father, horrible husband, horrible everything. There's nothing good about that man. And for millions of people to be brainwashed by this dude is, like I said, I'm still trying to figure it out. You, on the other hand, I wanted to make sure I tell you this, that you are impeccable with the way you handle them. If I was in them boxes and they were saying the stuff that they was over talking you and, ooh, I mean, you would see a different side of Boss Diva. I will show you the boss and diva for sure.
Don't let him
But
get
see,
to
no,
you,
but
right?
no, but see, some of them need to be communicated on your level, the way you know, the way you do things, really, really gentle approach. And then there's people like me that'll get them even more riled up, and maybe we'll say something that'll spark something under their behind, and
Right.
it will change the, whatever circuits is, malfunctioning in their brain, because that's exactly what's happening. There's some
You
stuff
know,
disconnected.
between you and me and everyone else, they ain't gonna have nowhere to run, right?
No,
We
that's
got
that's
all we
another
got
thing.
all we got all exits covered. You gonna get the truth,
And the
Magnum.
ceiling too. You
Yeah,
can't. There's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to hide.
they gonna get this truth. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They don't, because I keep asking, why do you come to my lives and listen to me? I
Yeah,
hate you. They tell me to my face, Zeus, you spread lies, Zeus. I hate you. It's an echo chamber. Well, you don't have to be here. And
yeah.
every day.
That's crazy. I mean, but that's the thing. They're a glutton for punishment, and which is
Mm,
why, hence the reason they love Trump so much, because he's nothing but punishment after punishment. He takes all these L's, all these L's. I mean, he should be bumped, battered, and bruised with all 91 felony charges. I mean, he got
91.
some misdemeanors too. They ain't even mentioning them. Okay, it wasn't so significant where they just really wanted to, highlight it. But and that's according to this recent indictment.
Right. Right.
he only got 13 felonies, only out of that one. So, I mean, I just cannot fathom. I cannot fathom. And he got all this in 1 year within
Mm,
a few months time.
right.
Like
Right.
they're not playing. They're not
And
playing.
this isn't a
But I
witch
know
hunt.
Fonny.
This
I
is
mean, I don't know. We got something in common, because I know I like to get the job done. And I
oh,
understand the assignment.
oh.
It's on.
Do you someone's asking you, why do you hate Trump so much, Miss Boss Diva? Why do you hate him so much?
I hate Trump, and I'm using that very firmly because, like I said, he has killed so many people that I know personally with
Wow.
the COVID, with the mishandling of COVID. I blame it on him. Because he
Mm,
could have did something about it. He could have gave PPEs wherever they needed them. He could have, staffed the freaking hospital. I mean, all of these, I guess they were essential workers.
mm.
I mean, come on, man. He didn't want to do nothing. He didn't want to get no mask. He didn't want to wear a mask. He didn't want to be a leader the way, we needed that. We needed that
No
at the time.
lies detected. She's not lying. Keep
I mean,
going.
I want to know, in anybody in here's lifetime, have you ever seen COVID before?
No.
Before now, because as I understand it, COVID came about 100 years after the Spanish flu.
Mm,
I mean, come on. So
mm.
that means, and then of course we had a book, we had a instruction manual on how to get, through it a lot more easier. It was going to be a bumpy ride, but easier. And he want to play by the playbook. He threw it out. He didn't want to, do anything that was going to help the American people. Meanwhile, he living in our house, safe and sound, rent free. All of this. You know what I mean? He's living the high hog off of everybody, whether you like him or not. And he's
Yeah.
just not cool. He's just not a
That's not
cool person at all. Like, he is ridiculous. And I mean, like I said, given the tax cuts to the wealthy that don't need that crap, you know what I
nope.
mean? But meanwhile, the people who do,
Mm,
the poor is getting poorer. You know what I
mm.
mean? And I'm seeing in my home state of California,
Wow.
nothing but homelessness everywhere.
You see, ladies and gentlemen, no lies detected.
You know
This
what I'm
is
saying? And
real.
I want you MAGA people to know that, you are the problem, because you will not sit down, slow it down, and listen. Especially Snuggles. I'm one of them. I'm one of them that go into the room of Snuggles. I will never just go in there freely without, knowing that Zeus is in there, because I want to see how Snuggles treats Zeus when he not in Zeus lives. And I see how people act. I'm the type of person, I'll peep game and see how you are. I'm gonna be in the cut to see how you doing shit. And how you're doing things. And I don't, you're just a hypocrite. You know what I mean? You don't know what my grandma would say, poo-poo from Shinola. You know what I mean? You don't have any clue on how to treat people. You just don't. And then you tell Zeus that you love him, but you don't love him because you don't share the same interest on that level. You waiting on a steak that ain't gonna come. You waiting on a president that ain't gonna never be president. You waiting on somebody that's not gonna, I'm just ready to just, put it all out there on the line because, this is ridiculous. Zeus takes a lot of his time every single day. Every single day and bring these lives. And then you guys, you MAGA stupids, want to come in here and start talking crazy. You know what I mean? To him, like he's the problem. But let me tell you something. You need to find you a mirror real close by. Take a look in that thing and understand what you're looking at. Because that's where it's going to start and that's where it's going to end. Okay?
She's going for the headshots. Oh, Miss Boss Diva, I love
it.
Yeah,
I'm going for headshots, Zeus. I mean, like the gloves are off. The jar is open, and I'm not, I'm not really one to hold back anyway. And I couldn't wait for this opportunity. The Closet of the Truth is the best for me because I know the morning one be like, really like limited and whatever. But I don't know, man. I just wanted to let them know.
I get a little more down to earth, right? I get a little more low in the field in the Closet of the Truth, all right?
Yeah, and I love you for it. I do. I love when you do that. I do love when you do that. When you have these in the evening times, I'm like, yeah, and I was mad. I missed the last one, to be honest with you, because I was off work too. But anyway, I just hate missing your lives. I know everything that you do is informative. You work hard. Your videos are very informative. They're very creative. You know what I mean? I like every single one of them. I don't care who knows. The world can know. It don't make no difference to me because truth is truth. You know what I mean? Truth is truth. Amen. And also one other thing that my grandma used to say, y'all got life and BS twisted.
Oh!
Okay? Life and BS. Because Trump is nothing but BS. BS. Capital B, capital S. Straight up like that. So, I'm so fired up, man. I'm almost hoarse because I just get so tired of y'all.
You laid it all out on the court. I appreciate that. Nothing left over. We touched on everything that needed to be touched on today, all right?
Thank you, Zeus. I appreciate you having me up. I love you for venting. Let me come up and vent and everything. And you know what I'm saying? You always got my support, man. And I'll do whatever I can to further your cause in this kingdom.
All right. I appreciate you. All right. And as always, keep on telling the truth. All right.
You know it, my brother. Handsome Triple H. You got it, baby. All right. I'm out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give Miss Boss Diva a round of applause. She's on fire. I love it when you're on fire like that and you come in strong, okay? Because that's what we gotta be when we're dealing with these MAGA possessed demon hypocrites. And in case you Trump supporters don't, you forgot about it, Fani Willis is going to get Donald Trump.
The indictment brings felony charges against Donald John Trump, Rudolph William Lewis Jr. Every individual charged in the indictment is charged with one count of violating Georgia's Racketeer, Influence, and Corrupt Organizations Act. Today, based on information developed by that investigation, a Fulton County grand jury returned a true bill of indictment. I am giving the defendants the opportunity to voluntarily surrender no later than noon on Friday, the 25th day of August, 2020. Every individual charged in the indictment is charged with one count of violating Georgia's Racketeer, Influence, and Corrupt Organizations Act.
Right.
The indictment brings felony charges against
Who?
Donald John Trump.
Ready or not, you can.
I love it. My God.
I just want to find 11,780 votes. There's one more than we have.
You hear that, MAGA? That's how you end up getting your behind sent to jail right there. All right, this is what happens. And you know, you got to thank Donald Trump. All right, because he gives you all the content you need to put the picture together just like that, right? All right, let's bring up our next guest. Oh my gosh, my good friend Shay, Dark Shay, welcome.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
What is going on? How are you?
I'm great. We're good. It's good that justice is finally coming. We've waited a long time for this to happen. We've dealt with so much of the obvious stuff that was going on to take down the election, to overturn the election, and all of that. And it's shocking to me that they're just so convinced that there was this overwhelming election fraud when there's no proof.
Right.
And it's going to be interesting to see what Bozo is bringing on Monday. And there are a lot of legal analysts saying this is not going to bode well for him. It just won't.
He's gonna tell on himself again.
He
right?
is. He's going to completely tell on himself, and it's going to be interesting to watch how he's going to do that. Yeah.
And he told his supporters where to meet him at when he goes and does this, right?
Yeah.
This?
Yeah.
Okay, Trump supporters, Bedminster. This is the last hurrah. Meet Trump there Monday.
Yeah.
There won't be any FBI there. There won't be any police there. It'll just be you and your leader.
Yeah. Go see all this proof that supposedly you already know, right? Because you guys are hella convinced that this has happened. So, and you got all the proof, and oh my God, there are all these dead people, and oh my God, and these wagons full of ballots, and in the rivers, and the suitcases full of ballots, and
Dark Shay, straight for me.
I'm telling you, I'm ready. Like, okay, where's the evidence? Even you watch the ridiculous 4,000 donkeys, whatever the hell it was called. Like, you sit there and go, I don't know, 2,000 mules, whatever. And you sit there and you go, okay, what does this mean? I mean, those could have all been for Trump. There's no evidence that was for Biden. None.
Right. How do you know Trump didn't organize it, right? Every crime they've accused us of doing, we find out it was Trump that was behind it. Yeah, Trump directed 4,000 donkeys, Snuggles, correct. He directed that. You watched it and you loved it. Cut it out.
I know. They love talking about it. And it's so silly. It's like, look, there's someone standing by the mailbox. Okay. Okay.
Really?
Oh, look, there's a lot of traffic going by this mailbox. Yeah, there's a Starbucks right there on the corner by BY. What
does that mean?
What does that mean? And I just sit here and go, it's just shocking to me, because had there been any evidence, they would have shown it. They could have gone through the courts. Brian Kemp, who's governor of Florida,
a real Republican,
Georgia, has said there was no election fraud.
None.
And this is a man that gerrymanders his state, so it's kind of funny. But, it is what it is. But he's taken the hit for that politically, but he's doing the right thing. They're all run by Republicans. So is Arizona at the time. And they've all come out and said there was no election fraud. None. They've all recounted. And so I just, you read those 162 acts in that 98-page indictment. It's like, wow. It literally reads like a mob ring.
Janae, have you read it, Janae? I'm just asking because, again, if you haven't read it, you can't talk to us. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, Janae, why aren't you in here on your own account? You've got several of them. Like, why?
Yeah.
I mean, poor Lindsay.
Yeah.
We were like thinking you were Lindsay this morning. Why don't you use your own account?
Right.
Like, be who you are, girl.
Yeah.
At first you're Scuba Girl, then it's this and it's that. And
her other account is Scuba Girl?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Wow, what a shame, Janae.
But she goes into other lives, right? And she just talks all how horrible this life is and how mean everybody is and how full of hate we are and all of this, but yet she's in here. Like, listen, if I don't like something, I stay out of it. Like, I'm like, I don't want to listen to this.
It's the most...
So I think you like it, Janae. You must like it. It's like a moth to the flame. I don't know.
Oh.
And then she wants to say she's light Janae because I'm dark Shay. And I'm like, because she's like, God brings light. And I'm like, that's not what my name means, but good try, honey.
Good try, Janae. Cut it out, Janae. You know, Janae, listen, there's a way you can, hang out with us, all right? But you got to tell the truth, Janae. I'm being honest. You got to stop lying. I know Snuggles makes it feel real good to lie, but you got to stop lying.
Yeah, it's just, it's silly. It's just really silly. So I just find it funny. And that's all. Anyway, enough about that. That's a waste of my breath and energy. So yeah, I'm making some homemade mac and cheese and meatloaf for my boys as we're about to send them off to school. But yeah, so I'm just looking forward to seeing what's going to go on. He's going to be very busy. When Christmas is over, everything else is over for him. He's going to be spending so much time in court. Did you hear about Rudy Giuliani?
No. But before you go on to Rudy, I don't think Trump is going to make it to the end of this year without breaking one of these protective orders. I don't either. No, right? I don't either.
He's
going to probably be in jail real soon, is my prediction, way before Christmas. That's my hope.
Oh, I believe so. He can't keep his mouth closed. And I really think that Fani on Friday will definitely make sure he understands he can't say anything. He can't say anything. And so that's nearly impossible for him. And yeah, we're going to see. But he's going to be possibly handcuffed, definitely fingerprinted, mugshotted, possibly sat in a jail cell. We'll see. But Georgia doesn't care, and that's the thing. And you guys are all about states' rights. So however they want to, do this, that's up to them, right? To be all like, oh my God, it's no, it's how they run it. And did you know that they took away the pardon power of governors in Georgia? Yeah, because there was one that was such a crook. Yeah. It's literally selling pardons. So
yeah. You hear this? So in all likelihood, he's going to go to jail at least for 5 years, 5 long ones.
Yep.
So Trump supporters, listen, you could either go out there in Fulton County on the 25th, or you could do one better. Meet him up there at Bedminster when he gives this epic speech. He says, right?
See all this proof that he never turned in.
Y'all not gonna go see him up there? Any Trump supporters gonna go see him in Bedminster?
Yeah, I'm just excited. I'm just so excited to see it. Because listen, if he proves that there was all this election fraud, then I'm like, let's go.
If he could prove it, he should have did it way before it got to this point.
We know it doesn't exist. I mean,
this is what Rudy Giuliani should have went and did the day that he said that they had some evidence of widespread voter fraud. Don't bring this proof out now, because now I'm going to wonder, did you make this up too? He went into there, he hired some sort of Chinese spy, possibly, to create some fictitious data, and he's going to use the same data to justify there was evidence of voter frauds. I know all of Trump's tricks.
Okay. I mean, it's just when you read all that, what they did to, Shay and her mom, Ruby Freeman.
I know.
Oh my God, it's disgusting. I mean, they literally went to him and said, "You have to."
Cut it out.
They wanted them to admit to election fraud. I mean, how sad is that? No
That's,
proof, but they
that's
want.
terrorism. If you ask me,
It
that's
is
terrorism.
terrorism.
I would
And
call
y'all
them
support this.
harassing Ruby Freeman as a hate crime.
And you support this. And you support this. This is what's sickening to us. So we're not full of hate. We're full of just disgust and just shock that you guys continue to support this ridiculousness. And then even if you don't, you refuse to read these indictments so you understand what's going on. And all I have to do, but no convictions. Yeah, we know that. But yet you keep saying that it's the Biden cartel. Like now I'm like, with what?
They're getting their crime families mixed up. All right, they think these are people from Latin America. Wow, what a shame.
Where's the indictments? So flip it on that, and lock up Hillary. Where's her indictments?
Where? Anyone seen any Hillary Clinton indictments? Anyone got a docket number?
Yeah, but
yes, Trump is
91,
going to the pen.
91 felony charges against Trump, and y'all are like, what? He's innocent until proven guilty.
And you know what, Shay? Isn't it amazing? Isn't it amazing right now? We got folks like Snuggles and Janae and all these Trump supporters. All of a sudden, they're the victims now, right? Isn't that interesting? How they all of a sudden became victims?
Not funny.
Yeah, as if they didn't do what they did on January 6th. They terrorized our Capitol. They used their Ford, Chevy pickup trucks, those Dodge Rams, and they drove to Washington, D.C. to attack our United States Capitol. Shay, you and Snuggles, as far as I'm concerned, you were the ones that brought that guillotine to the United States Capitol to hang Mike Pence, as far as I'm concerned. What a shame.
Absolutely. No. And it is sad. It is sad that they have fallen for it and been used. And that's all he's done. He doesn't care about you guys. He doesn't. He wants to keep the power. And not the American way. It just isn't. It's so against what we're about. It's so against our Constitution.
Right.
And you just are okay with it. You're just convinced. And yes, that man has done a lot of things behind you for Hawaii. So, and he will be there.
God bless him. God bless President Joe Biden. Right there.
Yeah. He has given him carte blanche on everything they need. Yep. Just let me know what you need. Don't worry about it. And that's how you do it. That's how
a real president, right?
Yep.
Who's not petty. Well, all right, Shay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me up. I appreciate it.
It's a pleasure as always. All right.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give the beautiful Shay a round of applause. None detected, folks. This is why we do these broadcasts, because we have to get the truth out here, because we know what's really going on. We know every step of the way a Trump supporter is trying to steal something. They're trying to steal our country. They're trying to steal votes. They're trying to steal religion. They're trying to steal your underwear right off of you. These Trump supporters, they have no shame. All right? They came in the game nasty. All right? They trying to steal your Happy Meal. You go to McDonald's, you can't even order a Happy Meal now. They just call it a meal. They took the Happy away. What a shame. I went there. I said, can I get a Happy Meal? They said, no, you can't have a Happy Meal, Zeus, because the Trump supporters took it away. What a shame. All right. And this is who you all want to be in the White House again? Absolutely not. Donald Trump's a criminal. He's going to jail. And if he doesn't get his soul right, he's going to hell. And you can go with him if you want to. You really can. But I'm not going there with you. As far as I'm concerned, you look better in a jail cell. As far as I am concerned, you look better in hell. And I mean that. Like my good friend, brother Swervin says, I had to say that with my whole chest. Oh, yeah. Yes, Janae, hell. All right, listen. Hell gets bigger every single day. It never gets full. They always seem to have room for more. It's kind of like jail, all right? And you Trump supporters, y'all have an obsession with it because you've already made it crystal clear that Donald Trump is the God that you serve, all right? Okay, now if you don't want hell to be your portion, you need to repent. All right, Janae? You need to repent and ask God to forgive you for your sins. All right? And you won't end up in hell. You'll be able to be with your Lord and Savior, your Heavenly Father up in in heaven and enjoying those pearly gates. You'll be reborn, as the good book says, right? All right. Let's see, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, let's bring up a guest I have not met before. All right. Greetings. I'm not reading Matthew unless I want to. Greetings, whatever. How are you?
Aloha. I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Closet of Truth. Is this our first time doing business?
I think it is.
Well, you know how this goes, right? I got to ask you some questions so I can determine, so we can determine your fate. All right.
Go for it, man.
All right. And you promise to tell the truth, correct? Because a lot of people, they get up here and they start hemming and hawing, and you know, it just goes downhill after that, right? But I ask the questions nonetheless. All right.
Yes, sir.
In your opinion, was the 2020 election stolen by this guy right here, President Biden?
I have seen zero proof that said he did.
All right. Next question. In your opinion, who would you say is responsible for the attack on the United States Capitol on January 6th?
The voters who voted for Donald J. Trump.
And?
Donald J. Trump.
Hey! And last but not least, and you're doing very well, but this is a trick question. All right. And especially people who have that MAGA demon, they get it wrong every time. But I'm going to ask it. And this is really to make sure you don't have that MAGA demon. In your opinion, is President Biden guilty of any crimes?
I haven't heard of a crime he's guilty of other than destroying America with no proof. No.
No crime. Innocent. You know the rules, right? Unless you have a docket number, you can't accuse them of it. All right, whatever. So what brings you to the platform?
I kind of just wanted to say I'm totally behind Biden, but we really don't want to see him here in Hawaii. We don't.
You hear this? You're in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Are you in the area?
I'm on the Big Island, not Maui. And I'm not speaking for the people of Hawaii. I'm speaking for me.
Okay.
But I really don't, I've also been military, and I know how much money it costs to get a president from Washington to Hawaii. And there's multiple huge cargo planes, and we don't need him here. My belief. We don't need him here. He's doing what he needs to do from there.
What's the outrage because you're closer to this than I am. What would you say is the outrage? Is the outrage, as they say, are people in Hawaii really upset that Biden's not there?
No, I haven't met one person that's upset that Biden's not here that's not Lily White.
Wow. And just like that, the lid's been blown off another conspiracy.
No, what do we want? He can do what he can do from there. He doesn't need to come here. He's just going to pick up more resources.
Is he going to pick up a shovel and start doing anything out there in Hawaii? They think.
I hope not, because he doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
Exactly. Oh, you're on fire. Tell these Trump supporters the truth, please. All right, because something's wrong with their mind.
Well, why would we want him here to take? How many policemen does it take to get him here? How many roads is it? We only got one road that goes to Hana. So how long is that going to be closed? Because Biden wants to, has to go out there because these Trumpers are demanding that he go to Hawaii to help the people. What good is that going to serve? What can he do in Lahaina that he can't do from Washington?
Wow. You hear this, Trump supporters? You hear this. You sound ridiculous.
Listen to this, because I guarantee you this is going to happen too. Because I heard word that he is coming. And if he does, all the Trumpers are going to go whoop and flip and say, the people of Hawaii don't want him there.
Oh!
You watch. You watch.
Wow. They have no low when it comes to lying, huh? They just lie like a rug. Their middle name,
Like I
Trump
said,
supporters' middle name should be lying.
is it a lie though when you're in a cult and you honestly believe what you're told? Is it really a lie though? Because you're in a cult and you're sick and you believe it's true, so maybe it's not a lie. Maybe it's just an illness. I like to think that it's an illness more than just lying.
Well, it goes to the point. Okay, so along those lines, right? For me, the answer is yes. It's still a lie. All right, because there's too much evidence out here for you to not know the truth. And if you've been informed of the truth and you still make the wrong decision, then it's on you, right? So that's my position on this. But you know how Donald Trump says he believed he won the 2020 election, right?
He does not. We've heard people close to him that said that he was told and he knows is not true. I've also seen him say in an interview or something with him video. That, and I hate doing this because I hate it when they do it. But he did say that he didn't get something because he lost. There was a video out there that he actually said he lost.
So you're of the opinion that Donald Trump knew he lost the 2020 election.
Oh, he knows it. He doesn't believe it, but he knows it.
Oh, wait. Wait. That's some trick that way. How can you know it but not believe it?
Because again, he's sick. He's a narcissist and freaking cannot comprehend that he didn't win, but knows it. And his brain is saying you couldn't have lost.
You know what that sounds like?
He's deranged.
Exactly.
I need to catch that. Yeah, he sounds deranged. He sounds unhinged. So my question though is, if he's deranged and he doesn't believe the election he lost, did he really break the law?
I would not be too upset if he got off because he's not mentally capable of being responsible.
Okay, so this might be his
way out.
This might be his way out.
Yep.
Can we all agree that Donald Trump is deranged? By a show of hands, how many of you believe Donald Trump is deranged? I'm asking for a friend. Anyone out here believe he's deranged? God. That means you got Democrats and Republicans who believe.
See, I should be his lawyer.
Wow.
I really should. I should be his lawyer. But he wouldn't pay me, so I'm not going to do it.
Wow. You're right. Whatever. You're right. I want to push back. Honestly, I want to push back and say, no, this man is in his right mind. He knew exactly. I want to do that. But if I said it, I know I would also be lying, right? I feel like
there's a fine line, right? There's a fine line here between being a narcissist and being mentally ill, which I do believe he is. And also the other can be true too, where he just believes that he earns it, that he deserves it, and he's just going to take it no matter what. Now, I think there's a line in there somewhere. He's crossed it.
Jesus.
But he bounces back and forth between that illness and that I deserve it. I'm going to get it no matter what it takes.
Would you, so in light of, okay, so there's 91 felony charges he's facing. Would you be comfortable or would you be okay if it all came out that they couldn't convict him because he was deranged? Would you be okay with that?
Depends on what's done with that. If they just let him out, no.
What do you think is an appropriate sentencing for this? I mean, you would honestly, you said you could be a lawyer, right? What would you,
as a military dude? Yeah, I think he's a traitor, and there is capital punishment for it.
Oh,
put us all in misery.
You hear that? But what if he's deranged?
Then I guess you can't really kill him. Like, I don't know. I don't know what the answer to that would be, but he certainly should not be set free to the world and be able to be in a campaign or an official at a baseball game.
This is deep. This is deep. This is deep, but it's true. I can feel it in my bones. This is true. I do believe. I believe he is deranged. I've never seen anyone attack prosecutors.
His niece is a mental health professional, and she says he's deranged.
Yeah.
We should believe family members, man.
You right. They got firsthand. They know firsthand. You're right about that. You're really right. Wow. So what we're concluding is he definitely is unfit to be in the White House.
Like I said, he's unfit to be a first base umpire.
Wow. What do you think? Is the thing that his cult followers like about him? What do you think they like about this guy, who we know is deranged?
Hate. Come on, bro. You know as well as I do. Most of them are scared. These guys are terrible. Black people, Mexicans, Chinese, whoever. They're all coming for you, and only I can save you. And he speaks it. He speaks what they think, and they love it. And they're like, you know what? The only way to get rid of black people, Mexicans, Chinese, is someone like that in the White House. That's making America great again.
Wow.
That's why they love him.
Wow. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the closet of truth, and the truth has been revealed once again. Greetings, Dionysius. I see you, champ. You hear this, Trump supporters? The jar is open, all right? The gloves are off. It sounds racist because it is. When we repeat the things that Donald Trump has said and done, and you come back and you say that's racist, then you shouldn't ask us why do we think Donald Trump is racist. We're literally telling you why.
And there's a difference between racist and racism.
Oh, you gonna go there?
I'm going there.
Go ahead. Tell me.
Racism doesn't exist for a white person.
Oh.
You cannot have racism against a white person in America.
Oh.
You can have racist, but you cannot have racism. I've been involved where I was not allowed, in an organization where local people were, my belief is I didn't get the job because of that.
Right.
I could have gone to another organization. I could have gone to another state. I could have gone all over the place and walked right on up the line. I don't think you'd have that same opportunity.
No.
So racism against a white person, possibly in very few occasions, but for the most part, does not exist.
Y'all didn't learn. Listen, whatever is teaching you Trump supporters something you've never learned in your life.
They trying to get my address and send me to hell now.
No. Why would they want to send you to? Why would you want to send him to hell when he's out here giving you the truth?
Because they're scared. I already told you that. They're scared.
What are they scared? Trump supporters, what are you scared of? Seriously.
Anything that's not like them.
Oh.
Anything. Anyone's opinions, color, race, where they're from, religion. No. It's too scary for them.
Well, God didn't give you a spirit of fear, Trump supporters. So that lets you know who your God really is then if you're scared.
Get scared. That's all there is to it. It's fear. That's why they've got to put their Trump flags and all that kind of stuff to keep the demons away from their trucks. Yeah, I just made that one up.
Yeah. They think that's keeping the demons away
I
from
think
the
so.
trucks.
I
But
think so.
the demon is in them, and the demon is in the truck.
Exactly. But they don't want the folding chair coming at them.
Oh.
So if they put enough flags out there, it'll keep the folding chair demon away.
Oh, listen, whatever. You didn't came into the closet of truth and dropped a lot of truth today.
Hey, I was in B-52s, man. I dropped nukes, dude.
You did. You did. There's not a Trump supporter in this live that can stand after all this truth this year. I see it now. They're out there in the comments section. They're out of breath. They're out of shape. Their knees are shaking. They're like, wow, we've been floored in a Zeus live once again. Wow. Listen, I'm going to have to thank you, but I got to move on to our next guest. All right, my brother, but I got to follow you. All right.
Move on, my brother. We'll see you later.
All right. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give whatever a round of applause.
Aloha.
He was. He's a great guest, and I hope he's back, okay? Because hope he comes back. Because see, this is what we do. We bring truth to the forefront out here in TikTok, ladies and gentlemen. It's about getting the truth out here so that many people can hear it and share it wherever they are, no matter where they're at in this country. Oh my God, my good friend Takesha. Greetings, Takesha. How are you?
Hey, Zeus.
Long time no see.
I'm not feeling my best.
Oh, what's going on? What's going on?
Just not feeling my best, Zeus. But
Your fans are here, all right? You got Dark Nutty here, okay?
Hey,
Cam is here.
everybody.
They're going Takesha, okay? So it's lovely.
Hey, everybody.
All right.
Listen, Zeus.
Talk to us.
Let me address the first thing.
Okay.
Y'all leave Janae alone, because y'all know Janae about to start crying worse than a room full of folks at a celebrity funeral, okay?
All right.
She got more tears than she got cheers. So y'all leave her
Oh my
alone,
gosh.
because
All
she'll
right.
swear somebody bothering her, and
Oh
she'll
my.
be crying in the next 15 minutes.
Oh,
Just leave the baby alone. Just let her be incognito if she want to. If she got about 18 pages, let her go in on 18 pages. That's a little cry.
okay. All right. Janae, I'm so sorry. Listen, I'm Triple H. The second H is because I'm humble. Janae, I'm so sorry. All right.
Yeah, just put the Kleenex to the side for her. But listen, check this out.
Okay.
If them folks go to Bedminster to hear Mike Lindell Jr. give a symposium about how he won the election,
Yeah.
they've lost their man. Because that's what I'm going to call Trump. Mike Lindell Jr. Because he ain't finna do them but have a symposium.
Oh.
And they're going to be paying at the door. They're going to have to give a donation before they can even get through the door. Now, he ain't finna do nothing but grip them and make a straight fool out of them. And they going. I called my insurance company today.
What?
I couldn't even get through. When I got to the representative, I said, what's going on? She said, girl, MAGA has been cashing in their life insurance policies to give money to Trump because they got to go to the symposium. I said, you better shut your mouth. They said they done cashed in all their insurance policies. Get what they said?
What they say?
They said it's okay. Because when they die, Trump going to pay for their funeral.
Oh,
Folks ain't got no life insurance. They just cashing in the policies. I said they doing this for a man who got more counts than Dracula's castle. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous, Zeus. It's getting ridiculous. Now, come on now. It's sad.
He said more counts than Dracula. Oh my God, that is so hilarious. It is getting ridiculous. So you think this is a grifting opportunity for Donald Trump come Monday?
When Monday comes, Donald Trump gonna have more money than the bank he bank at. These folks out here selling their boats, pawning their trucks. Man, listen, the children ain't gonna be able to go to college. They ending the children college tuition and knowing they need somebody with some sense because they ain't got none. The children ain't gonna even be able to go to college because they around here giving away the children college fund just to go to Bedminster, just to get a glimpse of the man who gonna be locked up worse than my bowels are now.
Oh!
It's ridiculous, Zeus.
Yeah, wow.
I talked to a man yesterday. I said, listen. So basically what you're saying is everybody lying but Donald Trump. And he said yes.
Oh, no. Something's wrong with his mind. Something's wrong with his mind.
I said he went from a supporter to being obsessed to just being an all right, downright fool.
Oh, I agree.
You a fool when you don't think nobody is telling the truth but one man. He ain't even told the truth. He is deranged. He's deranged because he think that we gonna believe that toupee that's sitting on his head is real. That's when you should have realized he was deranged. When he stuck that sundials on his head and called it hair, that's when we knew he was deranged. I think what has happened is the follicles on the toupee are so thin that the sun has shot through to his scalp and melted the little piece of brain that he did have left.
Oh, Lord!
Deranged. And I figured it out, Zeus.
Talk to him.
When that little front part of that toupee sways back and forth, that's how he hypnotized them at those rallies.
Oh, you think they love his hair?
Listen, their eyes follow the sway of the toupee, and they become hypnotized with them. That's why they keep going back, listening to the same message over and over and over and over and over again. That video the other day to the people in Hawaii.
Who did
He had
that?
them flags on the side. He had their red tie on because he still thinks he's the president.
Wait a second.
Did you not see the video?
He still, well, you know what? I did hear that he made everyone at Mar-a-Lago refer to him as President Trump. So he does.
Did you see the video?
Yeah, I did.
You would have thought that the 2020 election hadn't even happened yet because that man still think he the president. He set up there. What you did was you were supposed to be giving these folks your condolences. You started talking about Joe Biden.
How's that helping the people in Hawaii?
You listen. Joe Biden ain't said nothing about you. Joe Biden ain't standing Trump no more than my ex standing me. Do you hear what I'm saying, Zeus? Because he ain't standing me. And Joe Biden ain't standing Trump.
He ain't standing him.
So you done made this video and then you going to tell them folks we love you? Stop the lies, Trump. You don't even love yourself.
Ooh.
Get off them folks' platform and stop lying to them folks. Them folks don't like you.
They don't.
When you go down there, they ought to bury you like they do the pigs with the apple in their mouth and just put you in the ground till you're ripe and ripe. Get yourself together, Trump. Leave them folks alone down there. Quit making videos. You are not the president of the United States.
He's not.
We already paying for the time you work. And if Snuggles them think that that man gonna flip everybody that voted against him to make him win, then baby, he need to stay out of trial. Cause them fabricators represent they crazy. I'm just telling you. Snuggles is crazy. Janae is crazy. Lynn looking like Chrissy Snow. She crazy. All of them are crazy. And you tell him you're not coming to his live to help him get 16 folks. Cause he don't have a 15. You know, he get them little 15 folks. He get excited. Great number. Don't you go in there and help him get 16.
You hear that? My hands are tied behind my back.
Don't you go in that line helping him get his numbers up. You ain't gonna be number 16. You let him keep them 15.
Oh my God!
Cause ain't nobody falling on.
You know you're going to the live, and you know one of the things Snuggles likes to do. He gets about, like you said, 15 people in there. And he goes, "Watch this video on TikTok," and then you look at the video, and it's him. Watching the video on TikTok. What a shame.
I don't even see how you could look at him. The only way I could go to Snuggles live, he turned his camera off. I've already told. It's insulting. It's insulting when he turned that camera on. And he really need to quit doing that for real. Enough is enough. You don't want the steak when he got to buy. Just tell him don't worry about the steak. We'll buy you one, Zeus.
Oh, no. I want Snuggles.
Zeus.
I need Snuggles to go.
You don't want no steak from. You don't want no steak from Snuggles.
I just want his money. I want the money for
Just
the
get the money
Yeah.
because he's gonna put some of that Trump tear juice in
Oh,
that
I
steak,
refuse.
and you
I
gonna
would
be out
never
there.
let Snuggles cook a
Listen,
steak for Zeus.
listen. You gonna turn your back, and he gonna have a little needle with Trump tears in it, and he gonna stick it in that steak, and you ain't gonna know it, and you gonna be outside the gate crying with them, singing "Kumbaya," lighting your lighters and your torches, saying, "Please let Trump out."
The
They gonna
devil
be
is a
out there.
lie. What did Nutty say? The
Listen,
devil is a lie. Oh no.
they
I
gonna
will
be out
take
there. When
listen.
Trump go to jail, they gonna take a bus. Cause they ain't gonna be able to afford no plane and nothing else. Cause they gonna be getting all their money. So what they
Facts.
gonna do? They gonna take a school bus and ask the school, can they borrow the school bus?
Mm-hmm.
And they gonna take their school bus down into their jail.
Mm-hmm.
And they gonna stand outside that gate and they gonna hold their lighters up. The little short ones, they gonna be burning their fingers, but they don't even care.
They
And
don't
they gonna be
care.
holding them up. And they gonna be singing.
What they gonna be singing?
They gonna be saying, let our people go.
Oh!
Let him go.
This Trump supporters, this is embarrassing. This is
They
sad. I
gonna be
can't
saying this.
believe it.
They gonna be saying, let him go.
Mm.
They might break out and sing Shirley Murdoch because you left. My world came to an end. You just don't know what the folks gonna do.
These Trump supporters, they must have lost their mind. Look at listen, the way you describe them, they look real bad out here. They look nasty. I mean, do they know they looking like this?
Zeus,
Yes.
they think they looking like champions.
Yeah, well, you go on his live, they go, 0 convictions, we're winning. So you're right.
Well,
they
we
look
ain't
like
been to
they're
court.
champions.
How you gonna convict somebody that ain't been to court yet? They don't even know how the system works. That's how you know something wrong with them. Snuggles keep hollering, no convictions. Well, Snuggles, he ain't been to court, baby. How you gonna convict somebody that ain't even been tried?
Facts.
He need to really stop using it because it make it seem like he's really, really ill-informed.
Or better yet, he sounds deranged.
He's deranged.
Listen, you know what I told you? Trump thinks Trump's deranged if he think we believe that hair club for me and toupee is really his hair. So, you know, you just gotta let them do what they do, Zeus, and just, you know, keep them in your prayers. Cause bless they little hearts. They don't know no better.
They don't, but they ain't gonna have no excuse for not knowing by the time I get done with them. All right, they ain't gonna have no excuse, right? When they on their way to hell, they gonna lift up their eyes and they gonna see that they in hell with Donald Trump,
Lord
and there's
have
not gonna
mercy.
be any excuse.
Lord have mercy. What we gonna try to do, Zeus, we gonna try to pray for him because we know that Trump has already, he already has a reprobate mind.
Mm-hmm.
So we know he ain't going nowhere near the gate. He ain't gonna do nothing but bow down and get kicked down. But we gonna try to pray for the rest of them before it gets seared, you know, and ain't no hope for them, you know. So we gonna pray them on out. But Trump, he just already in there, and ain't no sense of praying for Trump.
Facts. We're
The
gonna
Lord
pray
gonna
for them, and we're gonna hope that they get their mind right. All right.
Yeah, but the Lord gonna play kickball with Trump. He gonna say bow down and kick him and say, there you go.
Amen.
And that's gonna be the end of that.
All right.
So yeah, I just had to want to come in and tell you that, and I'm going back to my little closet, you know.
All right, and feel better now. All right, we need you bright and early, coming in strong. All right.
Well, thank you, Zeus. I'll see what I can do in the morning for you.
All right. I look forward to it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give Sister Takesha a round of applause. Ooh, the toilet was flushed. A round of applause. Heat. Who when you say you can't wait to see someone crying, who are you saying you want to see cry, Heat? Because I want to make sure I'm not misinterpreting what you're saying. All right. Dionysius. All right, I see you. Welcome, Dionysius.
What's up, my brother? Long time no see.
Welcome.
I was on restriction, so I'm going to wrap this up real quick. So remember about a week and a half ago, I told you about Roger Stone, and
Yes.
Jack Smith should probably check him out. Well, about 40 minutes ago, a video was released with Roger Stone and Trump actually vetting Roger Stone, pitching the whole conspiracy and going out and selling it to people in the Republican Party, and this is on video, right? So now this is why we need a lot of empathy for people like Snuggles, all right? I watched Snuggles. I went into his live the other day, and I tried to just talk, and he blocked me, muted me, right?
Wow.
So, you know, I noticed this, and it's like father like son. You know what I mean? Snuggles follows a grifter. He is a grifter. He realizes the amount of people that you get, and he's trolling you for pennies. Because I notice his live when you're not in it, and then after you go in it, there's a whole bunch of people, but before you're in it, there's nobody. So on to the next point. So now, Roger Stone, right? So either Jack Smith watches your lives and listened to me a week and a half ago, or I'm a psychic.
Which is possible.
Yeah, I'm probably going with the latter. So this is gonna blow the hinges off the Republican Party if people thought they were unalived in the past, because they're holding on to threads now. You know what I mean? They're holding on to strands of this is. So I mentioned the word treason a couple of weeks ago too.
You did. Treason, seditionists, and all of these things.
Yo, this is gonna get so real they don't even know. So why do we need empathy for MAGA? So I also predicted that Trump was gonna do one of two things before he even announced he was president. I said he's gonna win, and I said he's gonna do one of two things because he has the personality. He has the personality to get a lot of good done because he's a no bullshit.
Keep it clean.
He's a no BS, and he sees a goal and he goes after it. Other words, he's a narcissist. But narcissists can do good if they have a heart, if they have that humanity in them, right? And Trump somewhat kind of showed a little humanity before he ran for president in some ways, but he was really a dirt bag. He's been working with the Russian mafia since like the 1980s, building Trump Towers in Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan. Every country with a stand at the end of it, Trump built a Trump Tower for the KGB, basically, which is the Russian mafia. So Trump and all these people have conspired to do this, right? And I said he's going to do one of two things. He's going to force the American people to make change come around, because he's going to F up so bad that they're going to be like, oh man, this is what politics is like. It's already done that to the left, all right? So now we have to have empathy for the right, because they've had to endure such trauma in gaslighting, in so much deceit, that they are never going to be able to trust anyone ever again, right? And it's sad, and it's so sad that I want to speak on the last man from Hawaii. I love you, brother. Aloha. You people are going to be just fine as long as you stick together as a tribe, as natives of that land, and do not allow any sales to go on from any corporations. But I want to say this: Trump has caused white T-shirt people to become racist against other white T-shirt people, because white, number one, is not even a color. The definition of white means devoid of all color, right? White is not even a culture. They have no culture. And the only thing the Republican Party is hanging on to is this delusion of white America. And they're plugging into very traumatized people that still have trauma from Civil War misinformation, from Civil War delusions that came about through the division of the country in the first place. And what people are going to realize is these people are it literally is. I went to jail over these predictions 7 years ago about Trump. Over that, actually. Now that Biden's been in office almost 4 years, like it was over that now.
Right.
Before he became president, I tried to tell my brother, who was involved in upper echelons of security with the Air Force, like he has more clearance than the president, bro. Right. He has more clearance than the president. I was locked up 7 years ago because I tried telling him, and my family thought I was crazy.
Right.
It has all come true. I told people about Ukraine before it became a thing in Trump's presidency. Never mind Biden's. It was insane, and I got locked up for it. And Trump is spewing very similar rhetoric to what I was spewing. So now this is where it boils down to. He's not going to take accountability for anything. He's going to take that money. It's a delay tactic. He's going to take that money. He's going to run to Russia. This is Trump's race to Russia, not the White House. Race to Russia. All right? He's been working with those people all along. And every accusation is a confession. He said it today. Biden's a Manchurian candidate. No, you were, Mr. Trump. And I'm sorry, all your lackeys are going down for it too. This has been going on since the 1930s. The Russians play the long game, and so do the Chinese. Everybody knows this. 48 laws of power, Sun Tzu. Read it. All right.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And people just gotta realize these.
He's on his way to Russia. I've been saying it.
So I just want to put that out there. Everybody go watch this video, man. It is a video of Trump coaching and vetting Roger Stone to see if he would spit his rhetoric. Plain and simple, night and day. You can't deny it. If you do, and if you spit this rhetoric at protests getting locked up, I can tell you through my own experiential knowledge where that leads, institutions, jails, and if you really get extreme, unaliving. Go to a recovery program, please. This is mental derangement. Much love, brother. Thank you.
All right. Much love. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it from Dionysius himself. Let's give him a round of applause. I've been trying to help. I really have been. All right. And I got to wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so sorry I didn't get to all of you. It's been a great live. It's 2 hours. Zeus needs to go take a break. It's been a great show. All right. I'll be back tomorrow morning. 6:30 a.m. Pacific time, all right? Bringing the same level of truth. My hammer of truth is oozing right now. I got zero remorse for the level of truth that has been shared today with MAGA, all right? You Trump supporters, playtime is over. Hello, Yazzie, nice to see you. Trump supporters, playtime is over, all right? The gloves are officially off.
Everyone knows and I wouldn't have said this 3 weeks ago. I wouldn't have said it. I was actually very kind to him. I was very kind to him, but now we can't be kind anymore because the gloves are off. The jar has been opened. He's taken millions of dollars from other countries like China. He's totally compromised. He's taken millions and millions of dollars from other countries.
Exactly. All right. So we know Donald Trump is now on his way to Russia. He's going to be possibly doing a few more fundraising events. Where's Melania at? I heard she's already over there and she's just waiting for him, right? So I want to end this live once again by encouraging all of you to do better, especially you Trump supporters. Do better at telling the truth, all right? Can we agree it's better to tell the truth, ladies and gentlemen? He said, hopefully with a new man, Southern Delight. All right, and before we go, let's all give Fani Willis a round of applause. We need to give Fani Willis a round of applause for her latest body of work that includes indicting Donald Trump and 18 co-conspirators who tried to steal the 2020 election from the American people through various acts of false statements, conspiracies, lies, and solicitations, and computer breaches, and so on, etc. All in an effort to overturn the 2020 election. Let's give her a round of applause. Nobody in this country is above the law, and that includes the president, a former president, and Donald Trump. To you Trump supporters, stay out of to all you other folks out there, these Trump supporters, stay out of these lives with these fake TikTok hosts giving you fake legal advice, okay? And all they're doing is taking your money, okay? Look at that. Wow. Oh, wow. That was pretty cool. I've never seen that here before. They've gotten nothing correct. Look at their track record. They lied to you about the 2020 election, right? They lied to you about January 6th. They lied to you and told you these indictments would never happen. They said Trump could never get indicted. He's been indicted 4 times. They told you these cases were weak. They're not weak. They're not weak cases. From Alvin Bragg to Letitia James, these are some of the strongest cases ever brought against a person ever in the United States. He's currently at 91 felonies, and I hear the state of Arizona, the state of Arizona, I hear they're looking into possibly indicting him as well because he committed crimes in various jurisdictions from Washington, D.C. to Georgia to Pennsylvania to Wisconsin to Arizona to New Mexico and so forth. And these are the states we know about. I'm pretty sure he did something real shady in all 50 states. And we all know that he's been an asset for Vladimir Putin for over 40 plus years, right? So go ahead and let's send the MAGA demon off in regular Zeus fashion. All right, MAGA? This one is for you.
I am giving the defendants the
Have a
opportunity
great day, ladies
to
and gentlemen.
voluntarily surrender no later than noon on Friday, the 25th day of August, 2023. Every individual charged in the indictment is charged with 1 count of violating Organization Act.
Have a great rest of your afternoon,
The
evening.
indictment brings felony charges against Donald John Trump, Rudolph William Louis Giuliani, John Charles Eastman, Mark Randall Meadows,
Get them all, Fanny.
John Chibro, Jeffrey Clark, Jenna Lynn Ellis, Ray Stallings Smith III,
Can you see it?
Robert David Sheely, Michael A. Roman, David James Schaefer,
Right.
Sean Michael Fisher,
That's right, buddy.
Stephen Clifford Lee, Harrison William Prescott Floyd, Travion Cooney, Sydney Catherine Powell, Kathleen Austin Latham, Scott Brown Cole, and Misty Hampton, also known as Emily Misty Hayes. Today, based on information developed by that investigation, a Fulton County grand jury returned a true bill of indictment. Every individual charged in the indictment is charged with 1 count of violating Georgia's Racketeer, Influence, and Corrupt Organizations Act. I am giving the defendants the opportunity to voluntarily surrender no later than noon on Friday, the 25th day of August, 2023.
9 more days. Thank you, everyone.
I just want to find 11,780 drugs.
I am giving the opportunity to voluntarily surrender no later than noon on Friday, the 25th day of August, 2023.
All right, have a great rest of your evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're out.